Wow, thank you so much for inviting me along.
No,
I'm
you're
really proud of you, mate.
To be honest, this is what's so good about these meetups, is having a local expert of the area, and you know, I've never been here.
Don't know where he is.
I know, he's somewhere around.
I'm Mike Phelps, a UK-based wildlife photographer with a huge passion for nature and wildlife. Part of the WildX podcast crew, where we explore wildlife photography and how it helps with your mental health. Also co-owner of Apex Adventures, taking people around the world to photograph incredible wildlife in truly wild spaces. So come along with me and join me on my wild adventures.
Good morning, everyone. Wow, it's another fresh and early morning, as it usually is when we're doing wildlife photography. Now, I'm doing a little video today, and this is going to be completely different to all my other videos. I'm meeting up with Andy Green. So for anyone that doesn't know Andy, on Instagram, it's at SpacemanPics. And Andy has started a platform, a photography platform for anybody that's interested in wildlife photography, creativity, editing, and it's an incredible platform where you can subscribe to join, and then he does editing workshops online that you can click on at any time you want to. He interviews people, some amazing people from around the world, and it's all about that creativity, how to push your creativity, how to edit better. And we've got the first ever Wild Den meetup. So if you check out the Wild Den on social media, and you can join that if you want to. And I tell you what, it is absolutely fantastic. We've got a meetup this morning. I am the guest host, so no pressure. And we're going to go around Cannock Chase, and we're going to see what wildlife we've got. And Andy set us a challenge, so we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get there. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we have arrived, and we've got an amazing turnout as well. There's already about 10 people here. So we've got sort of like an early group, and then there's some more people who live probably a little bit further away that are coming in about an hour's time. So yeah, just going to go and say hello to everyone and go through what we're doing today, and then yeah, we're going to go out there, look for some wildlife.
It was a privilege to be part of something really special, the very first Wild Den meetup. Created by my good friend Andy Green, it's more than just a platform, it's a community built to help wildlife photographers grow, learn and connect.
Wow, I'm here with the main man. Mate, how did you book this weather?
It cost me a fortune.
So we've just arrived, and mate, what a turnout.
Yeah, fantastic turnout. It's so good to see everyone since starting the Wild Den. Obviously, everything's online and on an app. And
Yeah.
so to get a load of people in person turning up, a lot of which have driven 3-4 hours. Some people are getting up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, to come here.
And then we've got the sun rise and a beautiful perched little wheatear.
Yeah, we've got a wheatear over here, and it's literally just stayed there, which has been beautiful. Now, what is really nice about this, the first time me and Andy actually met face to face, this is what we talked about, weren't it? We talked about getting people together and creating a community. Yeah. Essentially, that's what the WildX was all about. And obviously then that turned into a podcast, but it's lovely to be out here today, mate, and see so many people getting up early.
Yeah, that's what it's
coming out for a meet-up,
yeah,
a chat,
wonderful.
bit of photography.
Yeah, it's lovely, and it's only, what, 6:45, 7 o'clock, something like that? So
6:45,
fantastic.
Right. Enough talking. Let's go and see if we can find some wildlife. we've got a beautiful stone chap just posing lovely, and you know, there is a fair few of us this morning, so it's important for me to say that we are just sticking to the paths. It's a well-known area. There's lots of people here, lots of dog walkers, lots of cyclists, so we're not disturbing any wildlife. But yeah, it's lovely because all the little birds like the wheatears, the stone chats, they're all posing lovely in this beautiful early morning light. Right, we're off again.
On days like this, it's not just about the photos, it's about the people behind them, different journeys, different experiences, all brought together by a shared passion for wildlife.
Just found a huge herd of fallow deer. Just over here in the distance. So we're going to stick to the tracks and hopefully we'll be able to get some images. So what's been nice about today is just meeting up with people who you've potentially spoke to on social media but not met face to face. And that's what this is all about. Wildlife photography is never going to be brilliant. There's a big group of us. We're all sticking to the paths. But the wildlife, you're never going to get nice, close, intimate shots when there's a group of you. But it's all about the meeting up, having a chat, putting names to faces, and having a bit of a laugh, which is lovely. So, yeah, it's been really, really enjoyable.
This was just the beginning, and if this first Wild Den meetup is anything to go by, it's going to be something truly special.
Wow, we've had a number of beautiful walks, haven't we?
Yeah.
They're more like nature walks, I suppose, when you've got a group like this. But I just thought everybody's gone off to do their own thing now, and I think when you're in a big group, it's good to split the group up so people are off in sort of like 2s and 3s. It's been lovely because the main consensus is people are meeting each other, face to face, putting names to faces.
It's one of these things that when you create something that's app based, it's really nice because everyone's learning from tutorials and doing the chats and all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, you always want to meet in person, don't you? And when we talked about this kind of thing, was it 3 years ago? 4 years ago.
Yeah.
The overall aim is to get those like-minded people all together, and people have come from woken up at 3 a.m. to get here to walk around with cameras, and we've seen deer and wheatears and buzzards and
Stone chats,
kestrels. But yeah, it's the networking and walking around has been so nice.
And I think as well, you find that once you've met someone in person, your relationship changes social media wise then, doesn't it?
It is, and you find so much, there's people from, I'm all the way down in Kent. I'm talking to a guy all the way in Oldham and
Yeah.
all over the other place, North Wales, but we've all got stuff in common that not just photography.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
But if
lots
you
of
think
stuff.
about our relationship, we used to talk quite normal on social media, and then as soon as we met, you just kept on sending me nudes.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of my MO. I do.
Right, okay. So what I really wanted to talk about was we're here for the Wild Den.
Yeah.
I've briefly talked about it, but tell everyone, what is the Wild Den all about?
Yeah, so the Wild Den was, it was a thought I had last year that I really wanted to create a community outside of social media.
Yeah.
Because we're all on social media and we use it a lot. And like everyone does, we moan about it like everyone else does. But having a community that is all for supporting each other and mainly learning. So I'm creating tutorials for people about editing and being creative, both in the edit and in the field. But I'm learning from other people now as well, because we've got over 120 people all with their input.
Yeah.
So having something like the Wild Den where you feel a community where you want to, go into one of our chat rooms, which is a support each other chat room. So you can think, today I got a bad comment on social media,
Yeah.
and I just want to vent, and I can put that in the support each other chat.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I've got a new lens that's arrived today and I'm really excited, and I know my family might be a bit bored of
my
lenses.
friends aren't interested.
And so I can put it in the gear chat, and things like that is really nice. And then I see these posts go up and then comment like, and then people are chatting, and it's really, really supportive's the word. I have to say it's been
and it's quite a
brilliant.
positive group as well, isn't
Really
it?
positive.
Loads of positivity. Now you talk about, obviously there's lots of chats going on and people supporting each other, but you also do a lot more than that. You do little editing, 5-minute editing workshops, so you can watch yourself edit. So whether that is on Lightroom, Photoshop, DxO.
Yeah, it's a bit of everything really, and I update. We've got the Wild Den Raw library, so often I'll do these editing tutorials. So I do the 5-minute edits or the full tutorials, and then you can get the raw that I've uploaded, and then follow the tutorial, and then edit the picture that I've done the tutorial on. So we've got those, and then we've got what a lot of people love is the exclusive interviews with people, Den TV, and we've had some fantastic people on there with just brilliant knowledge about creativity, passion, photography, obviously, but more than that, what drives people and how to avoid that negativity and be positive. So that's the main thing which I've really loved about that side of it. And then I do my own motivational videos as well. So I'll pick a subject and just talk it through, and it's all relatable stuff, things that I think, that has annoyed me today.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a video on that, and then we get the comments. Oh, I know what that's about. Yeah, I've had that. I've had that comment. I've had a negative person on social media. So, yeah, it's just packed with stuff. People respond, as I say, friends, family, people on social media. They're saying, "Wow, what a great shot! Can't believe you did this. Fantastic work." All those kind of really positive comments that are lovely to hear, and yet they immediately feel a bit negative because you feel like an imposter.
The one thing I love that we haven't mentioned, you set challenges for everybody.
Yeah.
So the weekend challenge is really, really good because it pushes you a little bit out your comfort zone. It may make you do things that you're not used to doing it. The last one you've just done the review on, it was all about using negative space.
Yeah.
Not going into them tight in portrait type shots, which social media really pushes you to.
Yeah.
Come away from that and use that negative space in a different way. And what was really nice was, so many people use negative space in different ways, with different edits and different styles. And mine was one of 3 of the same sort of like squirrel shot, but they all look totally different because it's a different interpretation of it.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The challenge weekends are great because then I do once I get them all in, and there's anywhere so far between 20 or 30 entries into the challenge weekend. People send their photos, and then I do the review video, and it's normally about an hour long because there's so many pictures come in. But it's great because, it's subjective. I'm giving my point of view. But like you said, the 3 squirrels is interesting because very different framing. Yours was portrait as an example instead of landscape. But you can tell the different gear being used and the different thought processes, different bit of storytelling in those. And what I've had a lot of feedback from the members, a lot of the guys here today, is that the review video is really helpful, because you're watching everyone else's pictures as well, and you're getting ideas from 30 different images, but all with the same theme.
Yeah.
So
and a lot of
works.
people will think, oh, I'm using negative space, I need to be landscape, but
Yeah.
you don't need to be
No.
landscape. You can do negative space with portrait and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you've started this. I think it's amazing what you're doing with it. You're putting a lot of hard work in it.
You don't need permission to be yourself in photography. And hopefully it'll give you some comfort to know that throughout the history of photography, you've never been alone in being unapologetically you.
And talking to people today, walking around, nobody had a negative thing to say about it.
Yeah.
And doing things like this. I mean, if you don't know many people in the hobby and you want to come out and meet like-minded people, you know, we all get excited about certain shots. We talk to our friends about them and they're like, oh, I'm not bothered, you know, it's just a sparrowhawk, you know, I get them in my garden. But you want to talk to like-minded people who find it just as exciting. And I think I've heard lots of different stories today, people really engaging with each other and getting to know each other. The one thing I would say as well, we've had some ladies come and join us today. They have now made friends, so they feel like, because obviously they feel a bit more vulnerable when they're going out to hides and places like that, they're now going to meet up and go to places together.
And that's what the whole thing was about, because if anyone knows my social media, I'm always there's a bit of tongue in cheek but it's fun vibe, because wildlife photography can get serious. And so meeting other people who can then actually enjoy each other's company and then go out and become friends after meeting once on this is just what it was all about. So seeing that and everyone laughing, there's a lot of laughs and jokes today as well, which is really nice.
Well, with us two, we're never serious for too long. So.
But I think that's what you need, because it can get serious, and with social media and all that can as well. So it's a place that's safe for everyone to be what they want to be, produce the work they want to work on, and not worry about any of the other stuff, because there's no algorithms and stuff. There's none of that stuff. So it's been fantastic from start to finish. Everyone joining in January, then a few people each month up until now. And I just hope it gets bigger with more community, because the more that happens, the more we can all learn. Because as much as I'm putting out the physical content, when I get comments back or someone shares a picture, I'm like, that's great.
But the whole community is learning off everybody else.
And that's what you wanted. I wanted it to get to. Yeah. It's always going to be me producing stuff at the start a lot, but as people contribute, and for instance, the RAW library is now going to have a members RAW section, so people can send me RAWs that they want to share with the group to edit and stuff like that. So that community vibe hopefully will just grow and grow and grow. So amazing. It's been brilliant.
Wow, thank you so much for inviting me along. I'm really proud of you, mate.
To be honest, this is what's so good about these meetups, is having a local expert of the area, and it's. I've never been here.
Don't know where he is.
I know, he's somewhere around. Probably got camo on. I can't find him. But it's been brilliant today. So thank you for doing it all and coming and helping. And the vibe's been lovely with everyone as well, because they're all keen to meet you as well. So it's been really nice.
Yeah, that's been surreal. But thank you.
Yeah.
Right, we've got to finish this interview now. My arm is about to drop off. I'm holding it.
Hold your arm up.
Guys, go and check it out. Andy, best place, social media.
Yeah, go to thewild.den or www.thewildden.com.
Go check it out.